G'day everyone, it's Aussie Mark again. Today we're going to run through some of the fundamentals of live streaming. We're just going to go back to basics on this one because there are quite a few people I know, subscribers on my channel and others who are thinking about doing live streaming. That's becoming the new popular way of social networking and aren't quite sure how to go about it. So let's jump straight in. So you're looking here obviously at my channel, so you go to your channel, click on the icon in the top right hand corner of your screen, which is your icon, go to create a studio, and then over here on the right hand side where the creator studio menu is, okay, that's you go down to live streaming. Click on live streaming. If live streaming is not there, it means that you're ineligible for doing live streaming yet because of the number of views or the number of subscribers you have. So don't despair, it will come up eventually if it's not there already. So the first thing that pops up is stream now. Now for new people, I don't recommend that you actually do this. What we need to do is go down to create an event. So you click on events, because we're going to, by creating an event, you're using Google Hangouts to do so. If you haven't got Google Hangout already, please make sure that you go to your Google machine and type in Google Hangouts. Make sure you've got that installed. My recommendation is also make sure you get the Hangout extension, not just the Google download. So make sure you're looking for the Hangout extension. The reason for that is you'll get the notifications popping up in the top right hand corner of your window as per this little green icon here on my screen. So you go to events. Now even if you're not ready to do that, if you want to set it up early, you can. You just click on new live event in this icon there. Then it gives you the option obviously to start putting in some of the defaults. The title, so that could be anything you like. Mine might just be live streaming with Aussie Mark. So, and you know, this might just be come chat with me. I don't know. You can put in whatever you want on these things, and some tags down here. As you can see, I always have some default tags set to go into every video, and then I adjust them accordingly. If I don't think I'm going to be talking much about drones, there's not much point me leaving these drone ones in here, so I would take them out and just refer to my name and where I'm from, and maybe put in, get rid of these things about phantom droning, and oops, I clicked on the wrong thing there, so get rid of that, go away. That's my vidIQ, just ignore those people, that's for another day. I'm going to get rid of droning, going to get rid of Phantom 3, and then we might put in a few extra things like chat, enter live stream, enter, and so on, live streaming, chat with Aussie Mark, and we could add more and more of those. I'm going to keep mine as private because I'm going to show you an example of how this actually works. And remember, this is just for newbies, people who haven't actually done this before. So you could click on go live now if you wanted to actually start your live stream immediately, or you could also set it for, go up to this spot here, which is allowing you to program an upcoming live chat. So instead of today, if you actually just clicked on that, it will drop down the menu. I might want to be doing one on Saturday morning, say. Whoops, that didn't take, so I'll click that again, October 21st, and click on this box and select the time that you think you're going to start. And I will go to maybe do a 7 a.m. for myself, but obviously whatever time suits you. So now you go to create event, and it's just running through that now. And now if we go back to live stream, that's because I've set this, there we go, it's come back anyway. So it's not actually going live for you yet. If you did it as this scheduled way, obviously you then need to start your Hangout on air at the appropriate time. So if you've said you're going to start it, if I'm doing October 21st, I'll jump in here just before then and come to this screen, which is again live streaming events, and then I'd click on this one, start Hangout on air. I'm going to click that now to show you how that works. It straight away opens my Google Hangouts, and there you can see it's showing me, but I'm not actually live yet. So you can prepare yourself, make sure you're centered on your screen, make sure your lighting's correct. And it says off air, as you can see. That's going to give me an option in a second to become on air. See, there it goes. There's the percentages rolling up and down there. So while that's doing that, I could also go over to my Hangouts toolbox. If you don't have this, you might like to go and check out my how to do custom lower thirds video that I've just recently uploaded, and you'll see how to do this. But for now, I'm going to click on my Hangouts toolbox. I'm going to, it'll open up here on the right hand side. There it is there. And I might put in, you know, chat away. Chat, you know, might be come chat with me. It might be today we're going to talk about something in particular. And then you just click on your, you can use your lower thirds, click on this button here, and that's going to give me what other people can see. That's in reverse. You can use the mirror your video button here, flick it into the right spot. Make sure you're centered in the screen. You don't want to be obscured by that lower third. So you might have to adjust your camera. When you think everything is ready, you can click on Start Broadcast, which I'll do in a second. But before I do, if you're creating a live stream and you want to have other people come onto your channel and be panelists so that you're chatting with other people live, what you do is you go up to this one, and where it says invite people, click on that. Now there's two things here to look at. This live stream, this is the actual link here that you could give to people in order for them to come join you on the Hangout. Do not, I repeat, do not put that link into the live stream chat, because that is, well, not for any length of time, should I say, because that is how trolls and haters get in and do really horrible things on your chat. If you can't invite them this second way down here, which I'll talk about in a minute, then there is an option, as some live streamers do, to simply copy that link, paste it into your chat, then say on your chat, I'm only leaving this link here for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and anyone who wants to actually use it can grab it, then I'm going to delete it off my chat. The other way is to send an invite. So you'd actually go down here. It says add names or email addresses. Email addresses are best if you've got the email address of the person that you want to invite. That is definitely the best way, because as you'll see, if I went to put in, say, for example, my friend Richard, and I went Richard, now I've used him before, so it comes up. But let's say somebody that I haven't spoken with before, say for example, another friend of mine, this might be Gary. Gary doesn't bring up anything because I've never spoken to Gary before. If it was Gary Smith, for example, that I wanted to talk to, it's still not bringing up anything because it hasn't brought up any names before. You need that email address. Don't think you can just type the name in there unless you've actually used it before. There are other ways, of course. Here you can share this link via email. You could, for example, if I click on this, that will actually load my account, my Gmail account, and then I could pop in an email and send it, join my call and send the link off to them. So that would be a private way of actually getting those people. So I'm going to close out of that, close out of this, because we're not inviting anybody on just at the moment. That's how to do it though. Now, one other thing I haven't mentioned, If you're going to live stream, please make sure that you go to the link on your Google. I'll go back to this. We'll go back over here to the browser, to this place here. Click on that name to open up that particular window. So, and it's telling me when it's going to be live. But what I'd like you to consider doing when you're actually doing this and you're live, please make sure that you click that button there, the mute button. Otherwise, you're going to get feedback. You're going to get, because of the delay, when you speak and when other people speak, is going to come back on this stream and it's going to affect anything you do. So you mute that. Now, how do I actually work it when I'm speaking online? I'm going to go back over to Hangout. What I do is I like to try and make that smaller, move this over. We'll get rid of this tool, lower thirds tool. We don't need that now. What I do is I slide this over here. So I've got about 2/3 showing there. Then I go back to that screen, the live chat screen, this one here. So if we were live, and let's go, I'm not going to be able to show you that yet. So what I'll do is I'll actually go live and then you'll see what I'm talking about. We'll go back over to Hangouts. We'll start our broadcast. Okay, so that's starting now. You can see if you watch down here in the bottom center of the screen, it says starting. And now we're broadcasting live. Now, I haven't got a concern that anyone's watching this because I'm doing it as a tutorial. As remember, I had it set to private. You need to set it to public if you want people to be watching it. So make sure that that's what you're doing there. So now that I've been talking for a second or two, if I go back over to this other screen, over to here, you'll see there I am talking away, but it's actually delayed. I've got that working there, that speaker muted, as I said. Had a mind blank there for a minute. Okay, so it's private, and because it's private, you're not going to be able to chat, do the type chat on the side. If I turn it to unlisted, for example, and save that, and then we might refresh the screen by hitting F5 on your screen if you haven't already seen that or used that before. Hit F5 will refresh your screen. And now, as you'll see, we've got a live chat window. So that's where you'll see people chatting. Now, the problem is you need to actually be seeing that live chat and be looking at Hangout at the same time. So what I generally do here is I click on these three dots, I click on pop out chat, and that's going to actually pull the chat off that screen and create it as a separate window. I line it up here on the side, make sure that's down there, get rid of that for the time being, go back to my Google Hangout, which is there. Now I can see myself if I want to, and other people if they're showing me things. And by getting that chat, getting this up there, I can now see the chat. So if I, for example, chatted on, hi, g'day everyone, pop that in there. As you can see, everyone can see that. Okay, I've got a crown on mine because I'm the person who's doing the live stream, and only that person would be able to have the crown and have full control. One other thing you might be interested in down here is this super chat. That's only available when you've hit over 1,000 subscribers and over 10,000 views on your channel. And super chat, if you click on that, what it does is it actually, well, that'll come up in a second, hopefully. Oh, it's only available on public live streams. So because we're not public, it's not available. That's a way of people actually donating to you or to another cause if they're doing it through, if you are asking them to donate to a particular fund or charity. So we won't worry too much about super chat for the time being. I'm going to stop my broadcast. by clicking down there, and you see it takes a few seconds to stop. And there we go. Broadcast has been successfully terminated. Then it takes a little while for YouTube, back over here on the YouTube screen, you can see that's now stopped. But it now, if I try and play it straight away, it's not going to play. That's because, oops, there we go. Finally, it's actually done it. So now I can go back and play it. It's pretty scratchy at the moment because it's only just been generated after the live stream. It takes a little while and the quality will improve there. So there you go. There's some of the basics. There's a lot more to it, obviously. Make sure that you're using headphones if you possibly can, or earbuds. Again, that's because you don't want any feedback involved. And if you're inviting other people to come to your live streams, make sure that their video is definitely muted on their YouTube channel and that they're wearing headphones or earbuds as well. Other than that, if you have any other questions about live streaming, I'm happy to answer them. You can pop your comments down below. I've been Aussie Mark and still am, and I hope to see you again on another video of mine. If you haven't subscribed, please do for future videos, and give us a great big thumbs up would be awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.